Hey everyone, so today I thought I would show you my Laura Mercier lipstick collection. It's a brand I am so in love with and super passionate about, but I don't hear much about it in Australia anyway. I know it's quite popular in the UK. I have about 12 of her lipsticks. About 10 of them are from the same range and then the rest are other ranges. So the first type of lipstick that I have is the Cream Smooth Lip Colours. All of these lipsticks that I have from the Cream Smooth Lip Colour range are very wearable. Some of them a little bit more different, like they might be more brown or slightly more berry toned, but they're all a very standard wearable shade. There's nothing crazy in the range. These are the ones I have most of in my collection, and they're very comparable to the MAC Cream Sheen formula. So you get quite a bit of pigment, but it's a very glossy, creamy, very comfortable to wear on the lips type of formula. So let's just get started with some swatches. So the first one I have is the shade Milky Way. This is a very strange looking colour. It kind of reminds me of that really grey lime crime lipstick everyone was talking about a while ago. It's unusual in the bullet, but on the lips it looks much more wearable. You can see it's a very grey brown nude. It's a little bit more of an acquired taste, but I think it looks pretty cool. Next up from the Cream Smooth Lip Colour range is the shade Biscotti, and this is a quite pale nude. I will just pop it on for you. How many times am I going to say pop it on? I'm going to annoy myself by the end of this video. So in the bullet this is really, really nude, almost like concealer lips looking, but on the lips, especially when you like pat it in like this, it's a much more wearable nude. So it's not quite like as stark. If this was matte, it would be like, whoa, concealer lips. But because it is that creamy formula, it is a little bit more wearable. So the next shade is Crushed Pecan. This is another very brown kind of like 90s-esque nude. It's just a bit darker than the other one we were trying. These feel incredible on the lips. They are so smooth and creamy. I actually prefer them to the MAC Cream Sheen formula, and they just feel amazing. The formula is impeccable. So that's Crushed Pecan on my lips there. It's a more brownie nude, but again, very on trend. Not much really else I can say. It's so hard to describe lip colours and stuff. It's kind of like hard to find words to put around them, but I'm doing my best. I forgot to mention the packaging, which is basically like a deep brown casing on the bullet, a very standard lipstick bullet shape, and yeah, just really sturdy, really nice. It says Laura Mercier on the side, and I really like it. It's just kind of very chic and simple. The next shade is Lychee Parfait, and this is a more browny pinky nude. I really like this one. I think it's really wearable. It's the perfect work and everyday kind of lipstick. It's not going to interfere with any type of makeup looks or look too strong. It would be an amazing like interview kind of shade of lipstick. It just is really chic and simple and pretty. The next one is the shade Rose, and this is a very peachy pinky colour. I think this is gorgeous. I feel like it's on the more mature side of peachy pink, so if you find all of those bubblegum shades of lipstick just a little bit too much, this might be the one for you. The next shade I have is Audrey, and this is moving towards a more berry shade of colour. This would be so gorgeous for everyday wear during the autumn winter. It's a more wearable way of wearing like a berry toned lipstick or a red lipstick. It's not quite as in your face, but you still feel really on trend for like the winter and autumn or cooler seasons. I think it's gorgeous, and if you actually just blot a tiny bit of this into the lips and don't apply it heavily like I just did, it makes for a really nice kind of just bitten kind of stain, if that makes any sense at all. I can't describe this stuff. I don't know. The next shade I have is Dry Rose, and this is a much more purpley shade. So it's like a really deep purple. My application is getting a little bit messy because my base is kind of getting messed up. But I think this shade is such a great way to introduce yourself into purples. I am not a purple lipstick wearer at all. I never really gravitate towards them, but this one is just so much less obnoxious and in your face. I feel like it's just an amazing introductory like vampy lipstick, I guess, without being too like whoa and in your face. It's just so much more wearable. And the last shade I have is Merlot, which I think is my favorite. It's a really dark kind of vampy purple, which just looks incredible with some lash work, you know, just a bit of bronzer in the crease and then loads of mascara or some falsies. I just love it. Again, you could apply this really opaquely or just kind of dab it into the lips for a bit of a stain. It actually reminds me quite a lot of MAC's Rebel. I just love it. I think it looks so amazing. I don't know what to say about it. You can kind of see it on my lips for yourself. I just love this one. The next two lipsticks I have are from the Lip Parfait Creamy Colour Balm range. I don't know if they're out in Australia yet, but I'll try and leave a link below. They just got sent to me the other day and I'm in love with them. They're so amazing. So the first shade I will show you is Sinful. And this is a really gorgeous nude. I love the packaging on these ones. It's a much more slim bullet, but it does follow the same color scheme as the rest. And it actually has Laura Mercier, her signature, kind of engraved in the side, which is really nice. So I'm just going to pop this one on for you. It is Sinful. The formula of these is absolutely ridiculously nice on the lips. It's the creamiest type of creamy I can like even describe. The other lipsticks I just showed you are really, really creamy, but this is definitely more of a balmy type of creamy. It just feels so glossy and hydrating on the lips. It feels glossy. That kind of doesn't make sense, but it just feels amazing. You really feel like you've got like a balm on rather than a lipstick, and I'm in love with this color. I think it is so wearable and gorgeous. I love it. And the other shade I have in the Lip Parfait Creamy Colour Balm is the shade Creamsicle, and this is like a peach kind of color, a peachy coral. It looks kind of scary in the tube, but as you can see on, it is much more wearable. It's just like a very standard kind of coral, but again, it's the formula. It feels so comfortable. It's just incredible. The formula is insane. I absolutely love it. So last but not least is the gel lip color in the shade Flushed. So this is another formula again. This is the first Laura Mercier lip product I ever got, and I think it's one of my favorites. I often use this as a topper to nude lipstick because it's quite sheer. It looks much better on top of nude lipsticks. It's almost kind of like a gloss when it goes on, so it doesn't have very nice pigment on its own, and my lips are currently stained from the lipsticks I just wore. So I popped on a nude lipstick and some of this over so you can kind of see a little bit better. I really don't feel like it's coming up very good on camera, but I love this. It tastes amazing. I don't know what it tastes of. It's kind of like sweet vanilla or something. It's lovely and it feels ridiculously creamy and smooth on the lips. It's just fabulous. It doesn't last very long because it is more of like a gloss kind of formula, much more so than the other two I showed you. I don't like the packaging quite as much as the others. It's very small and round, but it's still gorgeous. It's still really pretty and chic, but I think I prefer the other packagings. I do also have two liquid lipsticks from Laura Mercier, but I showed them in this makeup look actually. So this makeup I have on my face today is a first impressions tutorial, and at the end I showed you both shades of the liquid lipstick from Laura Mercier. So I will just link that below for you to check them out. There's no point me trying them on today when I just did them in the video just before this one. So yeah, that is my Laura Mercier lipstick collection. I hope you enjoyed that sneak peek into a little bit of my makeup collection, and let me know if there are any other parts of my makeup collection you would like to see, any particular brands or lipsticks you'd like to see swatched. Just let me know. I am totally up for suggestions from any of you. So yeah, I hope you have a great rest of the day and I will see you again very soon.